I'll show you how to perform regular expressions. Yes, regular expressions in CSS. Before we begin, a quick reminder that every day I host a live stream. You visit ojambo.com, then you go up to the watch menu, live sub menu. You can see the current topic for today's live stream is called CSS Regular Expression. The channel is going to be on and the approximate date and time, and these are topics for future live streams. Also, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. If you happen to be on a mobile device, there's actually now a very simple way to subscribe. You can just click the little icon on the left bottom right of your screen. You should also be able to do that on desktop web browsers. I don't know how it works if you're using an app, but that's the way it is. Okay, so you know how you can perform regular expressions in a programming language like, say, for example, JavaScript, but in this way we're going to actually do it using CSS. We're not going to use any JavaScript. So this is wrong. I'll update this article after the live stream. So what unfortunately, the CSS, that's a cascading style sheets, they have their CSS, their regular expressions are limited, but you should be able to do just about everything, especially related to styling. There's a few things that I wish they had, but they don't have, but I'll show you how you're able to do quite a bit, some things, and I'll show you which ones are obviously missing. You would notice that as well. So basically, regular expressions, they consist of a pattern of simple characters or combination of simple and special characters. So for example, here, the patterns, those are the ones, the characters specifying the text match, the anchors, that's the position of the match, flags, which they modify the behavior of the regular expression, and methods, these operations on strings. So for example, the anchors here, as you can see, if you want to begin at the start of the string, you use this symbol here. And an example here is, let's say you're targeting an attribute. For example, if it starts with a value. So for example, I will show you that when we do examples. And then this one, the $sign, that's the end of the string. So for example, as you can see here, if you do it this way, it means it ends with a particular value. This will make more sense when I actually do examples. And then of course, you can do, if you use the I, that means it will ignore the, it will be case insensitive. And if you put the S, it will be case sensitive. This is also wrong. I'll fix all this up after this tutorial. Of course, you can also do patterns. For example, if you want to match 0 or more occurrences, you use the star. And then if you want to match other or all, it means all also, you use the pipe symbol. I have some examples here on how to do it, and I'm going to show you an HTML as well. And also quick reminder that during the live stream, each of the live streams or the articles in this watch live submenu, they do have tell you where it will be at the top of each article, the day, the time. So it's going to be Eastern, and you're free to request or chat live. The topics are usually programming or lifestyle related, and obviously the channel, you just click here, log in, and then you'll be able to request or ask any questions. We should be good. If you don't want to do that, you can watch the video. The video is also live here, as you can see here. If I just play this video here now, live. This is okay. Now with that out of the way, so you can use any text editor you want. You can also use like a web IDE to follow along. You will definitely need a browser to see your changes. There's some IDEs and stuff or text editors which have a built-in browser. You can use that as well. Okay, and the CSS itself, it's maintained by the Worldwide Consortium, that's W3C. So it's obviously it's licensed under the W3 software license, and that makes it a permissive license. Okay, now with that out of the way. Oh, by the way, some good news. I now have a new book on Amazon. It's available right now. There's an ebook and paperback version. It's called Master Blender Python API. So I have a lot of examples if you want to learn Python, and you also want to learn how to model or use the Blender 3D for modeling, video editing, all that. It's in my Master Blender Python API. It's also beginner level, very friendly. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get started. So I have I created I'll show you what I did here. I created a folder and I put in, this is just an empty one, and I put in some files in here because we're going to do this is what we're going to test with. This is just an empty file. I'll show you. I'm going to use NetBeans IDE just to show you, this will be the output. Okay, so let's go to, oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, this is the one. I'll zoom in here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is not an HTML tutorial. This is more of a CSS tutorial. So what I'm going to do is I will create, I'll just create some HTML. The doc type is needed. Doc type, it's HTML. So HTML. Oh no, I can't see what's going on here. This is too big. I can't even see what's going on. HTML. Okay. And inside the HTML, I need a head section. Okay, the head, I'll just create a title. And the title for this one will be CSS Regex. Okay, I think that should be enough. I will leave a style here. This is where we'll focus most of the tutorial today. But outside the head, I'll create a body. Okay. Inside the body, I will create a paragraph here. And I'll say visit a href https rojambo.com/product tag /course. Then we'll say Jumbo shop, and then we'll close off those tags. All this is important for programming courses. So we'll close off the paragraph now. Yes, there we go. And then I'll zoom out a little bit, or maybe, okay. I'll create a figure here, class. Give this one photo. Type photo, what's going on here? Why is this so slow, photo? Okay. Give an image. And say decoding equals async. And I know I'm going to make a mistake here, so what I'll do is, yeah, I think I'll just copy the rest of this stuff just in case I make a mistake. Okay, now I'll explain it. Okay, so I just created a paragraph, and the paragraph just says ojamboshop.com for programming courses as an anchor tag. That's a link. I created a figure, gave it a class of photo. I created an image with decoding async, and the source of the for the image, and the alt is ojambo.com learning JavaScript course. Then I create a caption, Vic caption, and I call it JavaScript regular expression code. And then I created another figure. This one's a video. So I picked a video, and I just gave it because I used an iframe, so I just put I gave it a class, I gave it a width, I gave it a source for the embed, and then down here I also gave it a fake caption, and it just goes to jumboservices.com. And then below that I created 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph, I gave it a lang attribute. You see it's EN stands for English, and then in Canada, and then the courses are in English language. And then I also created the last paragraph, and I used FR for French, Canada again, -CA, and then I translated the courses are in the English language to French. French, I haven't spoke French in I think over a decade, so it's le cours sont en langue anglaise. I think that sounds more like Spanish, but then I close the body. So if I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. The reason is for that. So what we're going to do is, the purpose of this tutorial is to use CSS regular expressions. So I'm going to style this. So if we actually there's 0 styling. So if we actually check this out and refresh the page, you can see this is what it looks like. We have our image. You see how large the image is for the learning JavaScript course on our jumboshop.com. And then this is the video for jumboservices.com. And then you see down here it says the courses are in English language, and it says here the French translation of that sentence. So as you can see, there's no styling here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start styling this. So I'm going to use some variables, and I'll say jump shop link color RGBA 0155, 23, 1. I could probably just get away with using RGB. Okay, and then we'll style the body. So give it a margin, REM, auto, and then maxed width, and max content, and give it a padding 0.1 REM. Okay, and now if we go back here and refresh, yeah, there's really nothing, and that's fine. Okay, now let's get started here. Oh, okay, that one. Okay, there we go. I was wondering why it wasn't centered. Okay, now let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a regex. Starts with value. Okay, so those are how you put comments in CSS. So the one we're going to target, you see this href here? We're going to target it, and you see I think we have, yeah, we have 2. So I deliberately created two hyperlinks. You see this one goes to a Jumbo Shop, the programming courses, and this one goes to a Jumbo Services as well. I mean, they're different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target a specific URL using regular expression in CSS. So A, then our RTB to href, and I'm going to use that symbol, meaning to start with, and I'm going to put HTTPS. Now this won't make any sense because both of them do have HTTPS, right? And then colon, / all of them do have that as well. So if I say Ojambo, that's useless as well because this one is Ojambo Shop and this one is Ojambo Services down here, right? So that won't help. However, if I just type some of something I want, so I'll say ojamboshop.com. So let's say I had multiple ones which went to ojamboshop.com. So this is what I would, so each one which has ojamboshop.com, you can also put a /. It's kind of irrelevant, but so it's going to target all the URLs that have https //ojamboshop.com /. It's going to target all of them. So what we're going to do with those ones is we're going to give it a special styling. So I'll take away the text decoration. I'll set it to none, And I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. There we go. Color, I'll set the color, and I'm going to use a variable. So via Jumbo Shop link color, and then I'll give it a background color. I'll give it a special color. I'll just use F0, F0, F0. It's like a reddish color. Give it a padding, 5 pixels, top right, no, top bottom and left right of 10 pixels, and I'll give it a border radius. Border radius of 5 pixels, and I'll give it a font weight of bold. Now let's go check this out. So obviously this is a jumbo this one here where it says visit a jumboshop.com for programming course. You see it's not styled. If I refresh, you see now it's styled. I grabbed just the link itself, and I made a mistake. I gave it the link color, which is a jumbo, as you saw, the jumboshop.com link color. And you see, so that's how you are targeted, and you can prove. You see this one down here, or Jumbo Service for Expert for Hire. That one is not targeted at all, because so that's how one way you can target using regular expressions. So let's continue. So the next one, just to save some time, I'm going to copy this part here. Actually, you know what? Is it another hyperlink? It doesn't. No, it's not. Okay. So so this one is going to be ends with value. So this is ends with value. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit more. You guys should be able to see that pretty well. So now this one, you see how many images do we have in here? Unfortunately, I thought we had 2 images. Is that crazy? I thought we had 2 images. Oh, I guess only 1 image. So I'm going to target the image. Obviously, you can say image. But if I had multiple images, which I thought I have multiple images. I can't see. You guys are probably screaming at me. I should probably add another image. You know what? I'm going to add another image. Yeah, I'm going to add another image. So I'm going to copy this. So just so that you can tell which image I'm grabbing. So I would duplicate that. The class is fine. And this image is going to be, I'm going to put our tux here. So this will be tux 02.jpg. I just want to prove to you that it does work. So this one is going to be tux and the caption is going to be tux. Yeah, that's good. Tux the penguin. There we go. Penguin. I can't spell this. Tux the penguin. Okay, so just to make sure it loads up as well. Yeah, see, I have Tux the penguin, so I have 2 images. Okay, so let's go back up here. Zoom out just a little bit more. That should be fine. So the image so remember, I'm targeting this time the source, and it ends with. So that's the $, and I say equals, and I can put .avf. So I'm only targeting AVF files. Remember, tux is actually a JPEG, so I'm not going to target. So this one I only target AVF files. So what do I do with that one? I'll give them a max width of 100%, and I'll say height auto. Spell, come on, max width, height auto. Okay, so if we go back here, so this is the one I targeted because this is an AVF file, AVIF, sorry. Oh, nothing happened here. So let me do something else. Maybe give it a border because you probably can't see that. So I'll give it a border. I'll give it 1 pixel, solid green. Actually, let me make it a little bit bigger. I'll give it 2 pixels, solid green. So that way you know it's being targeted. There we go. You see, it gave it a border. So it only target this one. It didn't target our tux. It didn't target the tux. Okay, so the next regular expression, we're going to see something that contains a value. So we can take this one. So this one, I'll say contains a value. So this could be something, so this one, this means that this can be anywhere inside the value. So I'll explain the difference between another one which will be separated or hyphen separated. So just bear with me a second. So this one, so you see here we have the English and French, right? So I need to, I'm going to target this one or this one. So I'm going to, or you can target both. So this way you can target based on attributes. Now you don't have to use attributes. Actually, yeah, you do have to use attributes, whether it's an ID or class or something else. Those are all attributes as well. So in this case, I want a paragraph. I want the length. That's the attribute for language. Asterisk, and I say equals. So the one I want is Canada, right? So CA. So it has to contain CA. So in this one, I'll just give it a border of 2 pixels and solid. I'll give it some other color, 0066FF. And then I'll give it a padding of 5 pixels. So now obviously this one is probably going to target both of them, but I'll show you. Yeah, so it targeted both of them. However, what I'm going to do I'm going to add, I believe, yeah, the US. So I'm going to add one here. I'm going to duplicate this one and English US. And you know what? I'll add another one, GB. Okay, there we go. These courses are in the English, I should say US, and this is GB, right? So there we go. So if we refresh this now, you see this one, the US, what do you call it? The US one, the GB wasn't selected. It only selected the CA ones. Those are the Canada ones, CA and French one. So that's one way you can target specific specific elements on the page by using CSS regular expressions. Okay, so now we're going to grab ones which is separated by a space. Okay, so in this particular case, if you notice how iframes, where is this here? So our iframe, we have this iframe which does what do you call it? So I only have one iframe here. Well, I should have prepared a little bit better. So I'm going to create another iframe. I will duplicate this one. I'm going to look for a video. Just give me a second. I'll go to YouTube and so let me go to this one and see if I can grab another video. Jumboservices.com. Go ahead. I want to pick another video. So actually let me go to the shorts. I'll pick a short video here. Oh, we'll do a jumbo shop. So let me, okay, I'll pick this video. How do can I copy? How do I share? Okay, I'll just grab that. Oh. Okay, so that's fine. I don't need this. What was that URL? copy this. And this one, I'm going to call it something else. YouTube player is fine. And I'm going to call this one, what do you call it? Short player. There we go. And did I replace? Yes, I did. And the fake caption is going to be, I forget what that video was about. I'll just say something else. Something here. Oh no, I remember. It was a jumbo shop. Okay, there we go. So let's get rid of this. I should have 2 videos now if I refresh. Yeah, so there's 2 videos. Okay, so there's 2 videos now. So then in this particular one, we're going to target an iframe, and the class, it must have a class. So we use what's that symbol? This squiggly symbol. Oh no, the other one. Tilde. Yeah, there we go. Tilde equals. So it must have video player. So this means that you see this one here. This one has short player, and this one has video player. So it's going to grab this one. Now you can say, hey, why don't I just grab video player? You could do that as well. So I'm not really sure what this is used for, honestly, but there you go. So I couldn't come up with another example, but there must be a reason that it was requested. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the aspect ratio. I'll make it 16:9. I think it already is. And then the width, actually it's not, because I think the one I did is actually not quite 16:9. So there we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say height auto. And just to prove it to you, what I'm going to do, I could have changed this as well, but I'm not. So if we go now, nothing should really change here. Yeah, nothing really changes, but as you can see, yeah, the aspect ratio is already 16:9, but that's how you can target it. I don't think you can put a border. Let me see if I can put a border around. I don't know if you can put a border. I'll make it 3 pixels, solid, yellow. I don't think you can do an iframe, but let's see if hopefully we can. Yeah, you can't target an iframe, so there we go. I should probably have targeted this one and make it smaller. Oh yeah. I just realized I should actually have gone for short player, because that one is yeah. I'm gonna target the short player. That makes more sense. I'll target the short player, and I'll make it 16:9, 9/16. That actually makes more sense to target that one. No, it didn't change it at all. Huh, that's weird. Let me remove this width and height. Okay, there we go. So it did, that's the default. There you go. So you're able to target it. Okay, so let's move on. What else is, where are we now? Short player. Okay, so let's move on. Next we're going to do the something that's hyphen separated value. So with this one, we're going to target all the English ones. So if the language is English, we're going to target that one. So English, Eng. And then all you'd have to do here is just put the pipe symbol. You put the pipe symbol, then you say EN. So these are all the ones which have hyphens. Remember, it was EN Canada, EN US, and EN GB. So then that one we're just going to target all of them. and we're gonna say background color, give it FFCC33. This one, oh, I forgot to, there we go. So if we refresh now, you see down here, we're targeting all the English ones, and you see I target all the English ones. You see we gave it a color. So we didn't target this one has FR in it for French. We only target the English one. So that's one way to do that. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the case sensitive and case insensitive. So what I'm going to do is, you see this caption, this one, there's this caption, you see both of these ones, they are capital case, so they are capitalized. No, wait, all caps, they're all caps, and this one is lowercase. So you can also target, elements that way as well, and that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to target the fig caption. It's a class. So class equals caption. Hope I spelled that right. Yeah, caption. And then because this is case sensitive, so you put an S for case sensitive. And then all I'll do is I'm going to give it a text shadow. Text shadow. I'm going to make it with a little, some blur and all that stuff too. So there we go. Ignore this. It's this. It doesn't understand. This ID doesn't understand it. So now, if we refresh, where is my? I don't know if you can see that. I might have to give it a weird color, but this one is definitely, if I inspect, this one should have, no, it didn't go there. Oh, that's weird. I did not, I mean, do a hard refresh maybe? No, that didn't work. I think I spelled it wrong. Caption, let me make sure I didn't spell caption. Fig caption. So here. Identity found. Oh yeah. I forgot. So this doesn't work in Chrome browsers. This only works in Firefox browser. So I'll show this to you. I'll have to show this to you in Firefox. I remember now. Yeah, it was a little bit annoying. It's like, why is that not working? It only works in Firefox, but I'll show that to you in. So I'll duplicate this one. I'll show you in Firefox. So this is going to be case insensitive. So insensitive, that's simple enough. It's just an I instead. And so what I'll do, if it's case insensitive, what we'll do is we'll text align, and we make that center. And then what I'll do is I will make the what do you call it? Font size. I'll change the font size as well. I'll make it 0.9 Arial. Okay, so none of this should work here, I believe I'm correct. Yeah, none of them worked. So what I'm going, oh, I think one of them worked. I think those, oh, that one did work, looks like. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up in Firefox. And just to show you, so open up new window. So we got Firefox here. I'll show you what it looks like in Firefox. I do have Firefox open here. So as you can see, it's centered, and this one, you see this one became bold. Because, so Firefox, it does work in Firefox. It didn't work in Chromium browsers. I don't know why, but yeah, there you go. So it does work in Firefox. So I guess Firefox is a little bit ahead of the, or they have the standard better. So there you go. So there we go. So that's the end of the CSS regular expressions. I thought it would be much faster. I was surprised it took that long. Okay, so let's wrap this up. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. And I'll close this and get out of NetBeans. Come on. Get out of here. And finish up. So quick reminder that every day I host a live stream. So you visit ojambo.com, you go to the watch menu, live sub menu, you can see the current topic for this current live stream, and the channel is going to be on date and time, and these are topics for future live streams. Also be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. And if you enjoy this, consider supporting me. You can purchase one of my WordPress plugins at ojambo.com. You can enroll in my programming courses at ojamboshop.com. You can buy my programming books on Amazon. Search for Edward Jumbo. Links in the description. This is the latest book. It's called Master Blender Python API. There's a paperback version, and there's also an ebook version live right now on Amazon. The links are here. They're also in the description. You can hire me for your programming and app development needs at ojamboservices.com. And then you can also become a donor at ojambo.com/donate. The donate button is also up here in the fixed header. Okay, with that said, I don't see any chat requests, so I'm going to end the video now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.